Hi, hello. My name is Najib Hassan for those of you who don't know me. And I've started this new series where I'm going to outline lessons I've learned from my mentor across the last 2 years, so hopefully people my age watching this, or anybody actually, can gain some value from the lessons that I've been taught by my mentor. Alrighty, so let's get into how I met my mentor in the first place. Now, before I met Jordan Crawley, I was a young man. I don't have a father, I don't have any family that own businesses, or I don't have any friends that own businesses. So I had nobody to guide me and show me the ropes in the business world. I was just kind of lost, going off my own thoughts and the internet. Now, whilst going on Instagram, I came across Garyvee, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is a serial entrepreneur who's invested in many businesses early on, such as Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter. He's even invested in Uber. He owns a company called VaynerX, and simply put, he's a very, very successful businessman. Gary Vee came to Melbourne, and he's from New York City, and he's huge. He has about 8.8 million followers on Instagram. So him coming to Melbourne was a big deal to me, and I really wanted to go to his event so I could learn as much as possible. Now, before this event, I'd been in a couple other business ventures, but nothing really panned out for me. So I went to this event, not having any business, not having anything completed. Alright, I was just in the works of trying to build things from scratch. But keep in mind, I didn't know what I was doing at all. So, once all the other speakers were gone, Gary Vee was the last speaker, and he came up and did a short keynote speech, and he switched straight into questions and answers. And he asked people to come up to the mic and ask him questions so he could give more specific help to them. Now, I was one of those people. I'll actually show you guys the video of me speaking with Gary Vee, and yeah, give it a second.
Right. Can I take a photo with you? But
You can.
Yep.
Can I get one more in? All right, last one.
Hey Gary, how are you? First of all, I wanted to say I fucking love you, man. You're
I
like
love
the
you back.
best on the planet, pretty much. You got me into actualizing my shit. I was in my bedroom, always on my bed, just dreaming away about business idea here and there, and nothing fucking happened.
Yep.
And then I started moving, built a team, got a couple programmers with me from university that are studying on the master's level, and we're getting shit done, we're moving. I just want to know, how do I find the balance between going too hard and going too soft? Because I've always had this problem with I burn myself out because I go way too hard for too long.
Is it possible that you were aiming for money?
No, I
Okay.
don't give a fuck about money. That's coming later. I'm 18 years old, I got time.
So why would you burn out?
Because I just go so hard. I don't sleep, fucking, I
Well,
just
sleep.
go stupid hard.
I'll give you a really good, let me use this opportunity. I sleep 6, 7, or 8 hours a night. Everyone's like, you only sleep what, 3 hours? I'm like, no, motherfucker, sleep's important. So sleep 7 or 8 hours. Don't get caught up in the bullshit that sleep isn't, like, that sleep's for losers or non-entrepreneurs. Like, sleep fucking, no wonder you burned out, dick. You gotta sleep.
Yeah. And one more thing, right? If I can, in the next 5 to 10 years, build this business up to $5 million plus, would you give me the opportunity to pitch you an investment?
Sure.
And can I take a photo with you?
Yes. I can't read what that says.
So, as you can see in the video, everybody in the audience laughed at me when I made a remark about $5 million plus business. Now, in that audience was Jordan Crawley, who is my mentor, and he kind of was a bit annoyed by the fact that everybody was laughing at me, and he was kind of like, what the fuck, guys, come on, he's a kid, he's 18, he's trying, don't bag on him too much. So, Jordan, said to himself that if he bumped into me, he would offer to have a coffee with me. And luck had it that we bumped into each other. Now, when we bumped into each other, I asked Jordan, hey, how are you, so on and so forth, and where are you from? And he answered with Point Cook, and I'm from Point Cook myself. So, it was like destiny almost. And we went for a coffee later on in the following week. Now, when I first met up with Jordan, I was with my sister, and I was a bit confused. Like, what would this gentleman one from me. Keep in mind, Jordan Crawley is half Maori, half white, and he has an incredibly long red beard. So he's not your typical guy. Actually, he had a question he asked Gary himself, and I'll put it in the video so you guys can see. Give it a second.
Hey, dude. Jordan Crawley here. I've been watching you since about 2015, and I guess this could be the first episode of Answer Garyvee, because in answer to your question, I think the reason that I personally didn't post and all of that, I guess in some respect, I did give a shit about what people thought of me, you know, like you.
Of course.
You kind of go along and you think, oh, you know, my beard can kind of go
Your
upside
beard's
down.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, but sometimes it isn't. It looks like shit. It's
Fuck
like up
them.
yeah, right? So
as you can see, Jordan isn't atypical. He doesn't fit into any stereotypes, and I was really confused why he would want to have a meeting with me. Now knowing him for much longer time, I know that his metrics for measuring success isn't the same as other people's. He doesn't measure his success by the amount of money he makes. He measures his success by the amount of difference he makes, and he really likes to help people. And yeah, so from the first meeting, the lesson that I took away, and the main lesson that Jordan taught me, was to become my most authentic self. Now you see, there's a huge rush into business by young people in today's day and age, but what they fail to do is they fail to be their true self. Everybody's trying to put CEO in their bios, managing directors, entrepreneurs. Everybody wants to be something, and everybody wants to pretend on Instagram as if they've already made it, as if they're already successful. Now this is something Jordan told me to be careful of. Because when dealing with people who have been in business for a long time, people who are in their early 30s, mid 30s, late 40s, early 50s, people who are older than you, and I was 18 at the time, he told me when you're dealing with people older than you, they can see through your facade. Just like as an 18-year-old, when your 6-year-old brother tries to like steal your phone from your bedroom, you can see him sneaking around the house, and they think they're outsmarting you, but you can read straight through it. That's the way older people can read straight through us. We're not really fooling them. And if we try to make them believe that we're super successful and we made it at 18, then they're not going to believe it. You know, the chances of that is very low. And everybody just wants to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. But in reality, not many people are. So, back to what I was saying. He told me to be my most authentic self, so I don't set a standard or a bar of expectation to people I deal with. Now, to give you an example, if I was gonna ask someone to come for a coffee with me, and I told them that I was a business owner, and I told them that I run a successful business, now this is lying. If I told them I'm a business owner and I run a successful business, and we went for a coffee, and then they asked me a couple questions about my business, and I kind of fell apart, and it became clear to them that I don't own a business. I just own an ABN number, and my business isn't successful. I've sold like 6 t-shirts. Then I become a liar. I get put in a category of somebody who's tried to deceive, and I get burnt. You know, people want to put me in my place, teach me a lesson. People are mean when you lie to them, pretty much. So what he told me to do was to be completely honest. So for example, if I started up a t-shirt company, I've only sold 2 shirts, I'd say, hi, my name's Najib Hassan, I've started up a t-shirt business recently, we've only made about 2 sales so far, but I'm really eager to get more sales and I want to learn more. I can see that you have experience in marketing and branding. Would you be happy to sit down with me and I shoot you a series of questions in order to help me build my t-shirt business the best way I can? Now, when you're an underdog and you ask for help and you're humble and you're polite, people are much more inclined to help you. Okay, this is an amazing lesson I learned. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Just admit what you are, and you never have to live to a standard or an expectation that you set that's unrealistic. And people are more willing to help you. Now, that's the lesson of today. take it away and hopefully come back next time, guys, and we'll go through more lessons that I've learned with my mentor, Jordan. Thank you for your time, and have a lovely night.